Welcome back to Up North at 4. Lauren Sackett is joining me now from the Rhinelander Chamber of Commerce, and she is joining the show today because it is National Tourism and Travel Week. I may have butchered that name, and if so, I apologize, but obviously a very big week for you at the Chamber of Commerce. Can you tell us a little bit about what this week is all about?
Yeah, so statewide, the U.S. Travel Association helps to celebrate National Travel and Tourism Week, and at the state of Wisconsin level, as well as here in the Northwoods, we're celebrating too. Travel industry is very important to the Northwoods of Wisconsin, and aside from my role at the Chamber here in Rhinelander, I also serve on the Oneida County Tourism Council as well as the Northwoods of Wisconsin Regional Tourism Group, and we just want to celebrate the tourism industry. It's very vital to our economy. It's had a little bit of a struggle recovering from pandemic,
Right.
And so we want to celebrate and talk about all the fun things that is involved with tourism. In 2019, the Rhinelander area, Oneida County had $241 million of visitor spending.
Wow.
And despite the pandemic, 2021 was a pretty good year for us. We anticipate those numbers to be pretty similar, but 2022, you know, it's looking pretty good.
Right, and because I moved up here in July of 2020, so mid-pandemic, right? Everything was kind of shut down, or just events weren't really taking place. And so many people when I met, they're like, you have to come in, you know, in a normal summer. Things are popping, there's so much going on. But what was that like last year to kind of sort of get the ball rolling once again and hopefully get back to a quote-unquote normal summer for you guys?
Last year we kind of eked into our normal event schedule. The first event that we had held was the Art Fair Car Show weekend, which we're gearing up for again. The second Saturday in June is that Motors and Makers Art Fair Car Show weekend. You know, we saw a pretty strong presence of people coming back. They were ready to do some events. This year, we're kind of thinking it's going to be the same. The car show will be able to accommodate up to 200 cars, so more than we did last year. We're seeing craft vendors coming from all over, not just our typical ones. So we're excited about that. And we grew our Hodag Heritage event, which is coming up here in May, to a bigger in-person festival that Saturday, May 21st.
Absolutely, yeah. So that sounds like just a ton of fun. And I was wondering then too, are people sort of reaching out who maybe weren't involved before and they want to kind of, maybe the pandemic caused some issues with their business, or crafters, they're like, hey, I haven't been able to get to these shows, now I have a chance to. Are you seeing more people who maybe weren't involved pre-pandemic?
I would say definitely. In the crafters specifically, you know, a lot of people when they were safer at home started a new hobby. So we're seeing a lot of new crafters that are starting to show their work and participate in local events, and we're excited to see that's true for, you know, local entrepreneurs. A lot of new businesses starting because they decided to do something different during the pandemic, and this is, I mean, what we're here for, and we're really excited. So in a weird kind of way, COVID maybe is like helped out in a certain sense, where more people are picking up hobbies or crafting, whatever it might be. Hobbies, new entrepreneurs, lots of new businesses opening in our community. It's been very exciting to see, and that's partially attributed to our tourism.
Absolutely, and obviously we're all hoping for 2022 to be an awesome summer, very busy. We got time for one more question, so I'm just going to ask you quickly, where could people find out about events that are coming up? If they want more information about a certain event, where could they look online, or who should they get in contact with?
Any of your local chambers. RhinelanderChamber.com has all of the local Rhinelander events, but you could go to onenorthwoods.com, and that's our Oneida County page, so that shows county information. But any of your local chambers. There's so many great events in our county and in the Northwoods that you can participate in this coming summer. I urge you to get out there and check it all out.
Absolutely, and Lauren, I'm sure we'll be talking more about these events once they come up, so thank you for joining us today. We'll be right back here on Up North at 4.